Today in Grow a Garden in Roblox, apparently the game is about to change for forever. And many of you have hit my comment section and talked to me on the Dawn Discord server asking my opinion on what Jen was talking about. If that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, become part of the first 200k OGs on the channel, and let's get into the video. So Jandal posted an update, an announcement on the official Discord server, and people have been flooding me asking what I think about this. So I will definitely go ahead and give it a read here live for you and give you my thoughts. The new era of Grow a Garden method era. Now, as a YouTuber who adores making methods for you guys, all I want to do is find the best methods every single update to help you guys farm them like crazy. Calling a new era the method era is music to my ears. You guys adore when I make videos talking about infinite grinding methods and infinite acquisition methods, things that allow you to grind for your best rewards. And I'm not kidding. Every time I make these videos, you guys absolutely eat them up. But what does Jandal mean when he's talking about the method era? Let's take a look. Quick break. There is a burning bud. And as you guys know, I do love me some huge burning buds. I want to grow another one. Thank you for attending tonight's admin abuse. I'm sure everyone has felt like the last few weeks, the events have felt a bit repetitive and same. What we ultimately decided was that weekly events were just a bit too hard to keep fresh and new. This is true, but also not true, and let me explain. It all depends. So the fact that the events have felt kind of same old is true, but on the flip side, it's a game about building a garden and picking your fruits. You only have so many options of what you can do with fruits and vegetables. And the one problem I see is that they're talking about how difficult it is to come up with fresh and new concepts. Well, that can be solved if you hire more staff and you take outside sources to provide you with creative ways of looking for new ideas. On the flip side, I don't know the economics behind the structure of this entire game development program, so I don't know whether that's feasible. But that's boring adult talk. Let's get into the fun stuff. So I've decided that a new era of Grow a Garden is needed. The general idea is we'll be adding more depth into the player farms. This is what I'm talking about. Do you remember a video I made probably 2 days ago talking about things I would like to see happen in Grow a Garden? I brought up the fact that we have the base level of plants and fruits. That's the ground level of the game. And then one level above that, you have pets, and those pets affect the fruits. So the second level affects the level below. What I'm asking for, and I'm hoping he's going to talk about, is that we get a third level, a new thing in the game that will affect the pets, that will affect the fruits. So on level 3 of items, this could be something like unique cosmetics that you put in your garden that affect things. I even brought up things like things that can hatch your eggs faster, things that can make you run faster, things that can make you jump faster, all in the cosmetic slot. So we need new items in this game to affect the pets, and then the pets can affect the plants, and that's how the game can work. And of course, Jandal goes on to mention ideas I was just talking about, like an incubator you can place down that increases egg hatching speed, or fertilizer that can make plants make it rainbow for a certain number of hours. Depth in the farm, that's cool. Meta mechanics, more methods, Easter eggs, and discoveries. All of this sounds amazing. Adding more depth to the game, because what Jandal has on his hands is a very unique opportunity. The last time a game has had this many people playing it this constantly was Fortnite. And even Fortnite in its prime only peaked at 15.5 million concurrent users. This game crushes 20 million concurrent users every single Saturday. This is one of the newest, hottest big in gaming trends in the entire world of gaming, and Jandal needs to capitalize on this. So Jandal deciding on quality over quantity is very, very important for his business and for the longevity and the growth of this game. We will still be doing events. We still think it's really fun, but we notice people have become very critical of our events in the middle. And we think that's because we were neglecting other content we could add to the game, like bug fixes and features. As a YouTuber, I selfishly want the updates to continue to occur every single Saturday. I constantly have a cycle of information that I can bring to you guys, a cycle of new methods to bring to you guys that you guys eat up and enjoy. That's me being selfish. If I was thinking about you, the viewer, the gamer, the person playing and loving Grow a Garden, I could actually see Jandal slowing down his release schedule and releasing more quality is actually probably better for you guys. Other things like a garden encyclopedia that shows all your fruit stats, the heaviest you've grown, challenge modes, 24 hours to grow the best fruit. All of this sounds great, and I'm pretty sure the developers have been tracking our info in the game already and storing that info in a database. Check this out. Over on the Dawn Discord server, which is my #1 source for leaks, they already have some information about this. As always, the Dawn Discord server is linked in the description down below. Check this out. It seems this is already implemented in the game, but just hasn't been added, referring to a book containing information about potential plants. It seems to track data for each type of plant and tracks the following data: plant name, most value, sold count, max weight, harvest count, planted count, best mutation. Now, is this already in the game over here specific to the recipe book? The recipe book that they added right here that I asked for many videos ago, and I'm glad they put in. And in the recipe book, it already shows you harvested, the heaviest you've done, most valuable, best mutations. So that leak could have been referencing the cookbook. And then they go to explain things. All of this won't be in the game next week. We're slowly going to be adding these things each week, which is awesome to hear personally. I feel like the golden days of Grow a Garden was when we were adding cool features like pets, crafting, cosmetics, and I still want to put cooking permanently into game. Yes, adding permanent features to the game is way better than temporary events that are here for a week or two and then are completely gone. Now, doing that requires a lot of manpower and a lot of careful consideration. You don't want to just throw things into the game and not understand how it's all going to balance out. So they're really going to need to have a lot more developers on hand to test these things before they release them, or they'll have to continue to shadow nerf things like they've ended up doing. I think it'd be fun to cook meals for the NPCs and feed them. As they like you more, they unlock new tabs of the shop for better and more OP rewards. It's almost like you're grinding for a reputation inside of an MMORPG like World of Warcraft, where as you become more and more friendly with that reputation, they give you better and better rewards. That's an interesting thought process. But the problem is, how do you make it so that the grind is long and satisfying, but not so long that you get bored? I hope the community can see this change as a positive attempt at us to keep the game fresh and enjoyable for everyone. I like that they're looking to change up the game, and I'm excited to see what direction they continue to take it. I want them to renovate and innovate on it and not destroy everything they've created up until this time. Evolution is necessary. It's going to happen. Things will become out of date. Things will get replaced, like the poor golden lab getting outshined by the superior Shiba Inu. That will happen to everything we have in the game, potentially even the raccoon one day. That would be a shock. Focusing on more permanent features and innovative features as opposed to just reskinning events is an amazing thing to hear. Selfishly, I hope he continues to release updates every single Saturday, so I always have new fresh content to bring to your attention, guys. But selflessly, in your best interest, I hope he continues to work hard and make amazing updates for you. I'm excited about this new era. What do you guys think? Comment down below and let me know your thoughts. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching.